Well, P3 Theater Company and all theater companies, I don't know if the general public realizes this a lot of times. Theaters thrive primarily on donations. Everything from your live theaters to the Pantages and Segerstrom, 75% of their cost at least are achieved through generous donors that support it. Sometimes the smaller groups, people don't think to support, and it's on a smaller level, so it's easier to do. But every single theater group needs your support. They need donations to survive, and if you enjoy what you see, the most important thing is to get the word out and to help a little bit financially to keep us thriving.
P3 Theater needs the support and love from our audience through donations, through sponsorships, through volunteer work. Anything you can do to keep theater alive is so key to just happiness all around, and the key to bringing our communities together, getting more people under the same roof to see the same thing, to laugh, to enjoy. Theater is never going anywhere, but through your help and through your effort, you can always help us expand and grow and keep this theater running. And I think it's the most important thing to keep theater going, to keep our performers going, to keep our audiences there. It really does bring communities and people together.
P3 is an incredibly important company, not just to the Southern California theater world, but Southern California in general, because they have given us everything. P3 is a company that I have just kind of seen through the Instagram pages and the Facebook posts that they're a recent company, but there's no reason why people should not work with this company, with how amazing John is, with how amazing the people he gets to help him out is, all the casts he has, all the work he does with the community. He is pushing for the arts to get out there, not just for theater goers, but for everyone. Like, we need everyone, and we want everyone to come see shows. Like, that's what we love, when non-theater people come see shows and then love them. It's the best.
The reason theaters like P3 Theater are so important to our community is because it shares the human joy of art, and the human spirit needs to be fed in a way that just can't be fed any other way. You have the ability to share of your inner self beyond any exteriors or preconceived notions. There's a human spark inside all of us, no matter where we are in life, what walk of life we choose. There's an inner creativity that is just innate to a human being, and we need to nurture that. I think especially in our culture, we don't understand the value that has. And I think it's completely undervalued in such a way where people don't realize how important it is, because art and expression and sharing of the human condition is fundamental. It's what separates us from all other creatures in the world. Cats, dogs, whatever, they're all alive and vital too. But there's one special thing that a human could do, which is to share their emotion and their love with other people in a way that fosters creativity and growth. And I think that people forget that. We get caught up in numbers or this, that, or technology or whatever. But at the fundamental thing is a sharing of human souls. And you just can't get that any other way. And we need to continue to reach out to the arts and support them, because that is what makes us human. And if we don't have a place to share that, then we're no better than a pencil. We're just an object, and that is not what humans are. And we have so much to offer, so much spirit, and it's a sacred experience to share with people the inner part of them, because so many people keep themselves hidden. So many people are afraid. There's fear every day. And if you can just open up and share what's inside you, most of the time you just can make a connection with another person, and then that becomes this profound experience that can't be replicated anywhere else. So go support your arts community and help everyone grow, from from childhood on to adulthood, everyone needs to be able to express their inner feelings and emotions and experiences. So go and share and learn from other people. We're all human, and we need to share the human experience together.
Theaters like P3 are so important because it's just, especially with COVID, everything, so many theaters got shut down, and like P3 still going, trying to pump through as strong as they can, and they really need help, you know, with buying the tickets, you know, getting any donations possible, because the arts are so important, and, you know, people need theater, live theater to go see. And so, I mean, I really strongly promote helping out arts, or just even to go seeing the show, you know, give what you can. Any amount helps.
People should definitely be involved in nonprofit theater, or even just smaller theater companies like P3. I think it's important because local theater is the beating heart of theater. And yes, there's your Broadway, there's your West End, there's your professional theaters, and they're important, don't get me wrong. But nonprofit local theater, community theater, that is where actors are born. That is where all those famous people that you love and adore and are iconic, that's where they came from. And if you don't support that, we don't get any more of that. So I really think keeping that local theater scene alive and well is so important, and interacting and donating and whatever you can do to be in touch with your local theater companies is just important for the future of theater, really.
Theaters like P3 really thrive off of donations. We do shows to keep the doors open, but it doesn't always cut it. We need help through people like you who understand the importance of theater and the importance of that live connection to keep us all going. So even if you're unable to see the show, if you like what you see, maybe on social media or through interviews like this, it would be lovely if you could find the company and donate.
Theater companies like P3 Theater Company and other nonprofit regional and community theaters are vital to the communities in that they do bring arts and arts education to our communities. And we wouldn't be able to do that without the support of our patrons and our community in forms such as corporate sponsorships, private sponsorships, grants, individual donations. They're all very, very vital to organizations like P3 and other local community and professional nonprofit theaters. We would not be able to bring the work we do to the community without that support. So we are certainly appreciative of all of our patrons, all of our donors, and we look forward to a long, long life in the local community. Speaking of sponsorships, which of course we always welcome, I would love to give a big shout out to the Port of Long Beach, who has been supportive of not only P3 and certain productions, but they have been a very loyal sponsor of every iteration of Funny Bonz since we started at the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Organizations like that and individuals, like-minded individuals, philanthropists, if you will, are really the true angels of the regional nonprofit theater community.